back of them, and now all I have to do is take this SD card and leave.
No. Well, congratulations. Here it is.
Right, I brought these. You can use this.
Oh, how nice. Yeah.
So hold on to one of those and I'll take one of these.
Yeah, this will be for number 2.
Mm-hmm. That too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you filled it up then? We have a lot of footage on here?
Oh yes,
Good
it's
episode?
filled.
Good.
It's filled. And let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Which do you think is the best speed? If you open this up, he'll give you 4 speeds for an SD. Now, which do you think is the best one for us?
Where does it say speeds?
Now, you can go to whatever one you want.
Alright, so that's how much time you can record with. So you've got it set to record
Well,
about 7 hours.
Yes, I've been doing 6 hours and 46 minutes. Now, I'm asking your opinion. What do you think is the best?
That's probably a very good spot, because if you go down to 17 hours, I'm not going to fathom, 18 hours, I'm not going to fathom the quality would be there.
You think you'd lose the quality, huh?
Yes.
Now, this is our SD2, and that's how much of him is used. You've got our SD first, number 1.
Yes. And that one that's full, that's a whole pie there we got on SD1?
Just about.
Good.
Oh, a whole pie on SD1, yes. I thought you were talking about SD2.
So you keep it at 6. You can try 18 once if you want, and we'll see how the quality turns out.
Why do we do that?
Well, oh, go ahead.
Are we taking too much of a chance? Would it be
No.
terrible consequences if it...
Probably not.
So we'll try
We'll see.
1754?
Try it at 17 and see if... Because if you have it at 17... No, 18. It's 18 hours because it's 17 minutes and 55 minutes. 17 hours, 55 minutes. So 18. But if you have it at 18 hours, you could probably just do that with one SD card. Since that's more than twice.
We did 1 week.
This is 12 hours though. That's set at 12. Or no, that's set at, sorry, it's set at 7.
Yeah, that's only 7.
Yeah, so if that's 18, you've got more than twice the amount of time on one SD card.
Is it all right to have started it at 1 speed and then go to another speed?
I think that'll be fine, yeah. It'll probably just give me different files when I get it in the computer, that's all.
So you sure you want to go with it?
Go ahead.
Okay.
That might make things easier on the computer side, we don't know, we'll see.
All right.
So, there are the programs that will be made.
No, wait just a second, Devin.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to hand me in things.
Yep.
So would you open the drawer and give me a piece of paper? So something came up this afternoon that you wanted to do?
Yeah. Let's see here. Just some friends. I've been seeing friends all week that they're going off to college by Saturday. Because on Saturday I'm leaving for Long Island, so I want to see them before I leave.
Oh,
Before
I
they
see.
leave,
Yeah, that's
respectively.
good.
Yep.
How come you have, when you're only in high school, how come you have so many college friends?
Because they were in high school last year or the year before, when I
Oh.
was in high school.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, 1, you fixed the magic jack. And it's because I put in the wrong words, huh?
Yeah, the email address was just a little off, that's all.
Okay, now Devin said try 18 hours.
Mm-hmm. See how that goes. Yeah.
SD2. And when we go to Walmart on the 3rd,
You want to get another SD.
oh yeah, I want to get 2. Because I've got my my JVC FM1 also that takes an SD card.
Okay.
All right, now Devin is handing Glendora
YouTube's.
YouTube's numbers.
Numbers, let's see. These are a bit of a smorgasbord. 20, 26, 27. This one's 20, 50.
I know where you should be starting. You should be starting with 57.
Well, 5705.
No, you've done those. You did him.
I thought I had that in here. No, I think it's 5708 then, something like that.
No, I'm going to tell you exactly.
Please do. I do, no, I do have 5705 right here. 5705, 35.
Glendora started at, you finished with, I know, 5724. Okay? Okay, Devin handed me last week 5705.
Those are TV stations.
Uh-huh.
I'm just talking about the YouTube
Now,
archive.
Archives, back, he handed me back. And then
5697 through 5705. So I'm starting at 5705. 10,
Okay.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 2, 4, these two stragglers in the back. So it's 5705 through 5723.
that's right.
53.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. So that's all these.
In 5705, it's show number what? 23?
35.
35.
It's 35 to 55. 53.
And you are returning those archives.
Correct.
I thank you.
All on YouTube.
Could I have a rubber band, please?
Right.
I love the job you did on the YouTube. You got 1505 up there. You got 5705 up there through 5723, 24. I think you even got 24 up there. See where you stopped me right here at 23? I think you got also 24, see?
Maybe, yeah.
You handed me 54.
Oh, that's probably the last one on the, yeah, okay. And then these contents can go back.
Now this is contents pages. You're handing me what pages, please?
Let's see here. So it's like page 26.
Contents,
29.
4.
Page 23. 19 through 30. Pages 19 through 30.
How could that be? This is what. Well, anyway, there's nothing there that belongs to you, right?
No, I didn't have
Because
any
you've done
of
all
these.
these, right, up to 24? Up
Mhm.
to show 24? So would you put these, tape that big stapler down to the bottom right drawer and put these together?
Down here?
Mm-hmm. Bottom right. Bottom, which one? Yeah, that one. Excuse me, the next desk over.
So you want me to staple all these together?
Well, put them together. First of all, put them in order.
Okay. Then you want them all put together?
Yes, please. And could you take out the old staple? with that staple remover up here.
Oh, the staple it's in here? Okay.
Right here. The staple remover. Here. So that's all you had to do this week was YouTube.
Just the YouTube this week.
Because your quads were all done. And
TV stations were all done.
your TV stations were all done.
There you go.
Okay, that goes here. Now, Devin, you want me to hand you contents?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, these would be contents for the programs altogether, right? These are
Yes,
the titles
Glenn,
now.
well, I'll put it down. Glenn hands contents for SD1, okay?
Mhm.
I'm handing you contents for SD1.
Correct.
Now, I thought that SD1 started with McClendon. However, it did not. So, I gave you a list. This is the Vario SD1, and these are from the top. I thought it was McClendon, but it isn't. And at the top is the tree broken.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then comes Devon, and we go to the back roads.
Mm-hmm.
And then celebrating our first year of working on a chat with Glendora. And then we went to the museum to look for the Glendora Happy Book Masters.
Yep.
And to file. And then we went to Walmart. I don't think there's anything on Bob's.
I don't think the camera's on for that now.
But then starts McClendon. So there's your first page
Alright.
of contents. We're looking now for McClendon. Page 35, 37. By the way, this is still August, September. This is.
Yep.
Well, where is McClendon? Anyway, after McClendon comes page and well, what I'm looking for should be McClendon. And then it goes on to your was it 2M you did or a 2N?
I think I had 2N.
Okay, it was a nice tape, it was beautiful. It was the archive. No, that was down farther. That was my archive. Remember, I got one to work, and it was 2Z.
Mm-hmm.
Do I note that there, that it's 2Z? Yeah, I don't think you can read it, but it is 2Z.
No problem.
Okay? And then I start videotaping out here. That's the current stuff. And I think these are legible. Try that. Try reading that for me. See
I can actually almost read it from where you're holding it, so I think it'll be pretty good.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I tried. And then these are the words that I discussed with my TV audience. And these are all titles that I'm giving you.
Right. This is fine.
Is it?
Yep.
This is the end of SD1. So would you go over to the copy machine and would you make a copy of this page and you take one and I'll keep the rest.
All right. Just this page?
Yep.
Okay.
And just the front of it, you don't need the back.
Okay.
I'm sorry the Magic Jack broke down and you
That's
weren't
okay.
able to leave a message.
Now I will.
Also, do you have this cell phone number?
I don't.
Okay, let me give you that.
Get that in a minute.
You,
Is this plugged into one of the strips over here?
you have to turn on the switch. See this? Yeah, I think you got it. Did it go red?
Is it this closest one here to me?
Yes, it's that. This one.
That's on, yeah.
Okay, now here's you turn
That
this on
should be.
right here,
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
right there. You turn it on. And does he register? Yeah, he's all ready.
Okay.
And then press this.
Copy.
Let me get this out of his way. Ugh, that was a close call. Oh, you're good. I love the way you put these on the YouTube. Why are they out of order, or doesn't it matter?
Because some of them probably just failed and I put them back on again. It took
Oh,
more
yeah?
Than took more than one try to get some of them on, so they
Is
go
that
on
what happened?
in and out order. Yeah.
It doesn't matter, does it?
Hmm?
Does it matter if they are not in order?
No, they're all there.
Yes, but does it matter if they're not in order? Does it matter?
Matter.
Does it make any difference? Is it all right?
Yeah, it doesn't change
If
anything.
they're not in order, is that a bad thing?
No, it doesn't matter at all. They can go up however you like. You
Good.
want the copy or the original?
The original. So you think your contents are right?
I think this is great. I think this will work pretty good. I'll just have to figure out how to space them out throughout the programs based on what's going on in the program.
Now, what do I do? I lost track. This, you see that camera there? He
Mhm.
will tell you when you take 5 minutes. He'll tell you when you take 6 minutes. The Averio, and I called him up yesterday. Apparently the Averio doesn't do that.
Doesn't have a timer?
No.
It will show the time on my computer.
Yeah, but see, I don't have the time. I don't know
Right.
when one program ends and another begins. So will you keep track of that for me?
Yeah, I'll have to. Well, yeah, you'll get back a certain number of half hours, and then whatever the difference is at the end, so you'll know how much it is.
And when you, and what, then how will I know that by the contents? How will I know, for
In
instance?
writing the contents, I don't know exactly how you, if without the time, I don't know how you'll be able to write the contents by time. I didn't know the Avery didn't have a timer on it.
No, I didn't either. Let's figure out a way to handle that. Will you,
Well, but
Well-
how, did you write the contents for this as you were filming, or did you come back and look at them?
no, I didn't, oh, I can't do that, because that would defeat the whole purpose.
Mm-hmm.
No, I wrote, when I would videotape, and then I would write the contents.
As you were out and about?
No. So I did this morning, I went, took the cats to the post office, to the post office box. So when I came back, I wrote down on this sheet,
Okay.
cats to the post office box. See?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But I have no time. I have no number. That's the thing, that bad
Well,
thing.
how about this? Ignoring the time at least. Every time you film something, this happens in a number of events, let's say. You go out to the mailbox with the cats, filming, come back, close the camera, you filmed that happened, and that's here. And then you could just line that off, and the next thing you do, have that here and line it up. So I just get a series of events.
Yeah, I've
Because
done
to me,
that.
each of them will show up as one separate file by file. I'll see a little bubble that's cats at the mailbox. I'll see a separate next one that's, you know, at St. Luke's. I'll see another one that's at Walmart. They'll just come up as events to me, event by event by event.
That's good. But how will you know you've done a half-hour program?
Oh, because I can see the time on them. I'll put together event by event by event
And
until
will
I
you
have a
note
half
that
hour.
to me on the contents?
That I can do, yeah. I'll just line one of the contents after an event for a
And
half
put
hour.
the number of the program.
And number, okay, yeah.
There is one thing I can do with Invario. It will give you the time of the event you just videotaped. You see how he comes up here and he says
How long it is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he will do that.
Mm-hmm.
So now the next event that I videotape is going to start at 00. Supposing it's 3 minutes. Then I'll put down the event and I can put down 3 minutes.
You can.
That would help you, wouldn't it?
That, honestly, just going by the events will do me everything I need to do.
And if
I can just see that, because I'll just see clip by clip by clip by clip.
Yes, you will.
Based on what you've written, I'll see a clip, and it'll be you go into the mailbox with the cats, so I'll put that title on for that part.
You'll see these.
Just like that. I will
Yeah.
see those. And you'll have separate little written pieces for each of those, so I'll...
And time would help you, wouldn't it, if I put the time of each event. If the cats was 6 minutes, and I put 6
Well, I'd see a 6-minute clip right up front of you with the cat and the cats, so I'll
then
know.
you will see the time.
Yeah, I will.
But I won't.
Right.
And so I'll never know until you get back to me.
How many half hours were
Yeah, and I won't even know the numbers.
No. Think of that as a burden lifted, because then I just got to put the numbers on. All you have to do is film.
All right. But then I will have a record of it.
Right, because there'll be
I'll
an
have to know which
additional
number show has which contents in it.
there'll be an additional archive. So you get an hour program back, like we always have the archives there. You'll get an hour back with 2 programs on it to save DVDs and such, you know.
And you
That's
will
what the
tell me,
archives are.
where are you going to tell me that? On the contents that you return to me, or?
Yeah, I'll line off the contents at each half hour. So if you just put together the 2 half hours I've lined off, that'll be your first archive. And I'll put on the archive, I give you what programs it is, obviously.
And what number
Like the
it
ones
is.
we have right there, it'll say 5, 7, 42, and 5, 7, 43, you know.
Oh,
Like I do on
okay.
YouTube, it'll say those 2 numbers.
Okay.
So that'll be the archive you'll get back.
So I won't know until you tell me.
You won't know how many programs it is. I will find that out when I'm doing it.
And you tell me what's on each program.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you've got the contents down. I'll just line off which contents.
Yeah. Well,
This is program 1.
all right.
This is
Are
program
there
2.
contents on these that you just put up this week?
Mhm.
You've got contents on them?
Yeah.
See, this is that new thing I told you about. Do you like
Yeah,
it?
that does look very nice. Mm-hmm.
So where do I find these contents, Devin? I didn't think I saw them.
You can, yeah, just go back. That's true.
Where do I see the contents?
They're going to be written here. They sort of extend.
Oh, those are the contents. Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Devin, here's an interesting thing. YouTube counts 2 shows as 1. We count their 1 show as 2. You see that orange card over there?
That's a letter. This?
No, little tiny orange index card. No, keep
No, you
going.
mean this here? Closer to us?
No, it's got little tiny writing on it. Orange card, you see the orange card there? Or any card, index card. I'll take any.
These are 2 index cards.
Okay. No,
This one's got math on it.
that's the one. Andrew went back, Hersman, and he found out when the 1 hour
When we start doing
YouTube
1
started.
hours. Okay.
And I calculated it, and I hope I did it right. YouTube says we have 55 shows there. As I calculated it, we have 1330. We had 375, and then you multiply it by 2 and you got 750. I calculated that we have 1330
Mm-hmm.
half hours on YouTube.
Half hours, yes. For every hour, yep.
Am I right?
If that's the correct number of hour-long shows, then yes. By your count of half an hour, yes.
Then I think we passed 1,000
Mm-hmm.
and nobody had a party. are some generic titles, and how do I make a floater titles, I call them, and so that you can put them in anywhere you want. Mm-hmm. And here they are, so maybe we better make a copy of this. They shall not hurt nor destroy on my holy mountains, Isaiah 11:6. Floater title, for the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of God, Isaiah 11:6. Floater title, 14 half-hour, that really should be written out, 14 half-hour shows on YouTube. Floater title, the USA. This I think you ought to use quite often. A chat with Glendora has evolved to be the United States of America in the last decade, in the last year of the first decade of the third millennium. Mm. So maybe you better make those are floater titles.
And those can just appear periodically?
Wherever you want them to go. It's up to you. But I have to have that, honey. So would you make me a copy? Yeah, I have to have that. YouTube has contents. Whenever you have anybody's name, I would think you would want to put that on the YouTube because people will go looking for their name.
Okay.
James Dixon in Manhattan is an actor, and we did something about him. So when you put your contents for that show, you would put James Dixon.
Yeah.
If you see a name, I would put it up. 7 floater titles we talked about. We say there's 1,330 shows on YouTube. How many do they say we have now, Devin? $966 they say now, Devin. Mm-hmm. So how will we keep track? We'll take the figure 1330. Does that include these?
I don't know, did you count them?
Where's that card? What did I start with?
2007, January 29, February 15.
I use their figure of 955.
Mm-hmm.
So what figure will, when you come next week, you will tell me how many shows you put up there, and then I'll add them to 1330?
Yep.
All right. Do I have to hand you? No. I just hand you an SD card.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that nice?
It certainly is. Straggler DVDs.
Right.
Because we are in a transition
from
DVDs. Is this on the YouTube?
Yeah, those are all the ones I handed you back.
Oh, excuse me.
Those are all
mine are over there on top of the...
Right. So I should take these and these will be assembled.
Well, I don't know, hon.
Alright, we packaged and finalized these last time.
Would you give me that new package, the one you just had your hand? Yep, the big envelopes. These are Straggler DVDs. I have to ask you, what archive did you hand me back? You handed me back archives. I didn't get the number of the archives that you handed me back. Did I?
Yeah, no, that was at 5705 to 5723.
Yeah, but what's the number archive?
Oh, like
right, let me give it to you.
Something like that. 27, archive 27.
And what'd you start with? What archive?
Archive 18.
That's right. I remember that. Okay, now, I'm handing you something and I don't know what it is, but it's left on the DVD. It was finalized. Oh, this is something that was left on the DVD. You remember you were finalizing last week? It was left in there. There were 2 left in the DVD recorder. What do I do with those?
Will those be the next archive, the archive 24, and so on?
Well, that's...
So they should go to YouTube then.
Is that right?
If they're still here, yeah. If they're archives.
And Devon 46 was left in there. What? Reverend Scott, I know, is on the YouTube. So is he an archive for me?
I think so, yeah. If it's already on YouTube, and if it's
I
one
know
of the Devons, then
it's very nice. You did it well. So, this is an archive for Glenn?
And it's only good on YouTube.
Or is it to be mailed out to a TV station for September, October? If it's a Devon, it probably is.
That's up to you, yeah. It could be a Devon, so.
So here's the Devon for September, October. All right, we took care of that. Archive, 5731.61, 5732.62. Ride to Pittsfield, McClendon, Polkow, Margaret. I think that has to go onto YouTube, don't you?
Looks like it by the numbers.
Okay, would you write on it, go onto YouTube? Here, let me write.
Yeah, the ones I'm taking are for YouTube.
Glendora, computer, 5733, program 63.
Oh, is that the one that I made?
Devon's Triumph. Yeah, I want that to go on the YouTube. That's your Triumph. You made it.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's the one program I did make.
It's beautiful. I liked your titles.
Thank you.
Next week I'm going to see your titles.
They're going to be your writing, but I'll put them on you.
Well, you can add anything you want.
I'll probably have the titles to fill it from beginning to end.
What are you saying? You probably won't have room?
No, I've got enough of yours that it'll probably take care of every episode. And I don't know what to contribute if I was never there.
Here's an archive.
Alright. Yep.
Now I have to have a record. Glenn is handing Devon archives, and I don't have a number.
5, 7, 31, 32. 5, 7, 34, and 35. This is archive 2M.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's disc 4 of archive 2M.
And he isn't on the YouTube.
No, because it was in the DVD player.
These are the McClendons. They go to the YouTube.
They're not on YouTube, the McClendon?
Well, not the ones that I did.
Not these ones? Okay, there's always
on the
McClendons.
18th.
Okay.
You were here last when?
I don't remember it. I don't think there was a McClendon in the last batch.
Well, 7 from 6. You were here on the 19th.
No.
No, definitely not. Okay, read me.
So that's
and
archive.
I don't have a number for you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, McClendon. There's 4 of them. Now this is archive 2M and it's empty, so I don't know what happened there. This is the museum, the Walmart, and Bob's, which we didn't do.
Isn't it the same as the program I made? The museum in Walmart?
Yeah. Is it the exact same?
It's probably the same footage.
All right, take it in case
Okay.
you need it. This is Burke. And you're all through with, you don't need any quads, so you
Quads are
don't need
done.
a Burke. Right, you don't need Burke, because this is August, September.
Right, August, September breaks are all done.
Here's an archive from the, oh, you know what this is? This is yours, I believe, Al Pucci. This is archive 2Z.
2Z.
Now, the reason I did 2Z is that you didn't have time to fix.
The camera.
The camera's okay. I got the camera to work
Tapes.
with 2Z. And so I gave him to Walt Herod at church, and he'll give them to me Sunday. Because the cassette itself came apart, and I couldn't see to put it back together. So, and
Yeah,
also I
couldn't
have
done
O
that.
and P, 2O and 2P. So when you come next week, if you take the 8mm camcorder and 2O and 2P and see if you can get them to work. And if you can, you do only one, 2O,
Okay.
and bring me 2P and I'll do 2P.
Those tapes are O and P are tapes that are broken right now? They're undone?
I couldn't get them to work, let's put it that way. I don't know
If you
if they-
couldn't get them to work, I can't get them to work.
Oh, really? Then we'll work on that together next week.
Sure. Yeah, because I don't know anything about fixing tapes.
Well, I know how to fix them, but I can't see it, but you can see
Yeah,
it.
okay.
All right, this is a 2Z, and it's an archive.
Alrighty.
This is Walmart, Burke. This is an archive. Walmart, Bob's, and De Hoya. By the-
DeJoy.
Yeah, I would think that he would spell his name thusly. D-E-G-O-I-A.
Not from the way someone read it to me, no. It was
Oh, okay. He
J-
does that
Joya.
with J-O-Y?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, nice. Walmart, Bob's, and DeJoya. You don't have that, I don't think.
No, I don't think that was part of it, no.
Now, here it is. This is interesting. Before I released to you SD card 1, I made a DVD of it.
Of the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The reason I did that was security,
Right.
in case anything happens.
Mm-hmm.
At least we've got.
Right.
But I didn't put titles on it.
Oh, okay.
So that I'm going to keep for safety.
Alright, so these will all go to YouTube.
10. Glenn handed. Can you give me the names anymore, archive?
The last bunch don't really have numbers because they're Archive 2Z, McClendon's, Archive 2M, I think you already had down.
2M I did for you.
I mean, you already
Because I
wrote,
made
you already
titles on
wrote down that I have 2M. So
Okay, and I
aside
think
from
I,
that,
didn't I give
2Z
2M a number? Because you couldn't give 2M a number.
I don't know if you gave it a number or not. It was just for 2M.
Okay. Are you going to do those before the SD card? Are you going to number those?
Probably after. I want to try the SD card first since that takes more time and work than these do.
Okay, so you'll give me numbers, huh?
For these?
Mm-hmm.
The ones that you handed me without numbers?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. You want me to
give
extend the
me
numbers?
numbers.
Extend the numbers from where they are on YouTube?
No, because you said you're going to do those second. The ones you will be giving numbers to first are on the SD card.
Right.
And then these you will be giving numbers to after the SD card. Is that
Okay.
not so?
Right. Okay. Well, what was the last half hour then that I have to start with? That's on YouTube, right?
No.
The half hour I'm starting with, no, we wrote that down somewhere then.
What number are you starting with?
For the YouTube? Or for the,
For the SDs.
Yeah, for the SDs I'd have to take the next half hour program.
I wrote that down for you, honey. That
On
you
here?
don't have a problem.
Okay.
No, on your contents.
Right, on the
That you
contents
don't
here.
have a problem with. You know where you're resuming. It's 50.
5737. Is the first thing I see here. $57.37. It's on page 34.
Yeah, those may be wrong because I forgot these. I guess it's up to you. This much
Well,
we
then
can say.
this can be
The
57.
last number,
This can be 5736 then if it's before 5737.
what did you just say?
If this one here is 5737, then this one before it can be 5736.
If it's a half an hour.
If it is, yeah.
So, the number I left off, so
I'll pick up from 5736.
and that will be 56 show or 60, is it?
That's 66, yep.
Okay, now what is this? This is Devon starts numbering. Yeah, 57, 36, 66. Okay.
Good, those will be those.
So I won't know how many shows, so I'll just go on recording.
Mm-hmm.
And not doing titles and not doing numbers and not just telling you the contents. Is that
Just
so?
as long as you got the contents, I'll break them up into half hours and all that, yeah.
And what is this? What you handed me?
Those are the archives I gave you back, yeah.
Alrighty. Content, so let's put these over here. Now Devin,
Mm-hmm.
the Averio, as great as I extol it, does not have a remote. You see that little camera up there?
Mm-hmm.
Hand me that remote, would you? Watch. If I want to do videotaping that requires a remote, what do I do? Do I put it on an SD? Or do I put it on a disc for you?
You can. I'll have to incorporate that.
Does that mess up your system?
It'll have to be thrown into the mix. It will. Is that a disc camera?
No, it'll be on a mini DV.
Oh, so
but
you would
I will
have to
do
make
you
a.
the courtesy.
You would have to make a DVD.
I will do you the courtesy of handing you a DVD with no titles and contents.
Okay, I can fit those in. How much do you think that'll happen though? That will be a pain if I have to continue. If that happens a lot.
Already, what I will be handing you next week would probably be 2 hours.
With that?
Yeah, it is. I've got tape 11 and 12. Well, you can think about it.
Do you have another camera that takes DV tapes? Any other camera that I could use? I can just plug the camera into the computer and take it in.
I have a disc camera.
No, I mean
But
a DV.
I don't think he has a remote.
A DV camera. I don't need the remote. I just need another camera.
Oh, you need a camera instead of a disc.
Yeah, no. If I have another DV camera, I can put the tape in and plug it into the computer. Then I can just take the.
Okay, you're
signal
asking
there.
me. I have 3 DVD. I have 3 mini DV cameras. Can I loan you a mini DV camera? The answer is yes.
Because then I can just plug that in the computer and take that in with the rest of the footage.
You can.
Yes.
Okay, then that's not as much of a pain as a disc would be.
No, then I don't have to take it off the DVD and all that, right?
Okay.
That's taking on more than I thought I was taking on.
Yes, and I didn't realize that.
Right, I didn't know about that.
I didn't realize that either. So I could get along without a remote and not have that. But I love the remote. Alright, that's something that we'll discuss.
Uh-huh. It's an additional task I'll be taking on. And we'll see if I get the SD card done in time, and then we'll see if we can throw other things on top of it.
Alright, we have to make a note of that. Future consideration. Remote camera, okay? On mini DV. future conversation on that.
Right. We'll see how the results turn out for the SD card first.
Okay. Here is my assignment.
Excellent.
Did I do it?
Yep.
Give me your grade and the signature.
Let's see. We've got our programs here. Yeah, I think they're actually very legible. So when that works, from what I've seen with the other ones, I would definitely give that an A. See, that's very
Thank you.
legible.
Okay, thank you.
That'll be perfect.
So I did my assignment. Here's the record for last week, which was on August 19th. And now, the reason I want a third SD is that I want to work with my JVC FM1, which I have considered not my #1 choice for video TV.
Right.
But there must be some use for it. The great use is that it fits in your pocket.
Right.
And you always have a camera.
I'd have to see if plugging the SD card in from the JVC FM1 works the same as the Averio.
Oh yeah?
I have to make sure.
You mean work here or work you?
With me.
Oh, you mean that I might be able to hand you stuff that was taken on the FM1?
Yeah, no, it'd be easiest if we can keep this all on my computer, not having to go through various DVDs, yeah. If I can just take the SD card. If that works with the FM1, then I can just do that same as the Averio. And I would just end up importing a whole bunch of different footage and making it into half hours.
It's okay by you?
Yeah, if that works, that'd be fine.
But that wasn't what I was saying. I was
Okay.
just saying it isn't my favorite camera.
Oh, yeah.
And when I have another SD card, maybe when
Right.
you come next week, you can see if we can do the YouTube through the FM1. We'll call JVC.
Oh,
Or
okay.
maybe you might have this. You might have the software.
I might be able to
already.
do it from the FM1.
Oh, I forgot. The software is inside the FM1.
Right.
All right. Now the Glendora Happy Book. You still want 15 Glendora Happy Books?
Yeah, that'd be a good number.
All right. Here's what I did. I go to the museum the third Friday of every month and work. I went over there. It happened to be a Saturday. And by the way, they opened that showroom, and there
Okay.
were a lot of people there. And I think I saw Amanda for the first time in my life. There was a woman out there with 2 children, and James, her husband, came out and put them in the car. So I think I saw Amanda for the first time in my life. Here's what happened. I was 2 hours, and I went through columns 1 to 10, and I went through them thoroughly. I took them down the way you did and looked at them, and I could not find the master for the
Happy Book.
Glendora Happy Book. So now you and I have an assignment. We have to go over there, and I would think it would be in September. And we have to go over there, and we have to go through columns 11 to 20 and try to locate those masters. In other words, we just have to, they would be in the top boxes because the others are so full with older files. And we have to go through columns 11 and 20 and see if we can find the masters. So that'll be sometime in September. If we don't find them in 11 through 20, then in October we'll have to go over and look through columns 21 to 26. We've got to find those masters.
How big is the actual master?
It's 9 by 14.
It's a regular paper?
It's this size.
It's regular printer paper size?
Regular what?
It's regular, it's this
It's this size.
Oh, it's the size of a longer page? Okay.
Yeah, it's legal size. And there's 4 pages.
Oh, okay.
But they're they're not numbered consecutively because they don't cut up that way.
Right, how about this? You have a Happy Book in here in the closet that's not bound, right? It's just the pages.
Don't know, honey.
Oh, okay.
Hi there! Devin, have you met Mary?
I don't believe I have.
Stand
Hi.
up, Devin. Mary, this is Devin. Devin, this
How
is
do you
Mary.
do?
Mary is my north neighbor.
Oh, good.
Tomatoes?
Oh, good. Oh, goody. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your bowl.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yep. And can I speak to you a minute?
I know you're going to talk about Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, yes,
but she
I am.
walked right into it.
Yeah, well, I want to talk to you because she asked you not to film her and you continued.
Of course I did.
Yeah.
She has no right in a public place to ask me not to video.
She's under 18, Vesta.
Doesn't matter.
It does. My husband is very upset.
Okay, you go and get me the chapter and the verse and the law that is broken.
She's under 18. She doesn't want to be filmed.
Wait, there was something else I wanted to ask you. What's the name of your tree that has the red berries?
I don't know. You're off the subject. Please.
No, I want that. Well, will you give, if I give you a
No.
note on it, will you give it the name of the tree that has the berries?
Sorry.
Sorry.
She's done this before.
I am not going to stop videotaping when it's in a public place. If she walks into it, she walks into it. And she cannot tell me not
Yes,
to videotape.
but you know she's under 18. She does not want to be on
Show me the
the
law.
YouTube.
Show me the law, chapter and verse. Red berries. Here, Mary.
No, no. If you find out that, you're on your own.
Okay. Sorry, Devin, to interrupt you. So what were you saying? You were saying that you have a happy book in there that has what?
You have a happy book that's just the pages in there?
What's that mean?
It's not bound up by the spine? Just
Oh,
the
you
pages?
can unbind any one that you want.
Well,
Just
there's one in there, I remember that's just the
pull the
pages.
tape off, take the staples out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think there's one that's not put together.
Okay.
And I have the, I can just take those pages, put them into the computer, and just probably print out a page that's got all four of them on it.
Rather than look for the masters?
Mm-hmm. If you can't find, yeah. I can just do that.
Then shall we look for the masters first?
No, it'll be easier if I can just do that, actually.
Well,
Just
go ahead and look.
Scan all four pages, put them on one page on the computer, and then print that out.
Okay.
And that should be...
You're 15, and get your 15 that way?
Well, that's true, I can print them like that, yeah.
You can push that, yeah. Thank you, Mary, for these.
These are all bound. Let's see. There was one in here that wasn't.
Well, just take one, Devin. Unbind it.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to.
I wonder if this is easier to unbind than that.
What about the staple one?
Sure.
This one's just
Well,
staples.
now make sure you got all the pages, though.
Right.
Looks to me like the pages might be missing.
One, two, three,
Oh, I see. You could invoke your computer to get an original of your own.
29, 31, 34. Page wouldn't be in color. The pages wouldn't be colored. Unless you have this colored paper, actually. That's all of them. 51 pages. So I'll just put these back.
You got what you want?
Yes.
So are you going to experiment with that, or wait until we find the masters?
I'll do that. I'll do it
All right,
myself on the
Devin's
computer.
going to experiment. Then you've got what you want. You will need, now what about the colored paper?
Do you have colored paper? I can
No.
print it on colored paper if we have it.
What?
If I have colored paper, I can just put that in the printer and it'll print on colored paper. So if I have the colored paper, it can be colored.
Okay, where do we get colored paper?
I don't know.
Paul Klaus has some.
If you can get it from somebody, then yeah, that's fine. Or it might be at Walmart. Don't know.
I never saw any 9x14 at Walmart, did you?
Oh, no, I don't
Let
know
me
about
put it on the
9x14.
list. Do you see the little Joy book? The little red, tiny red book. Joy book. Right here. I'll put this on our list for September 4th. Color, 9x14, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then if not, we'll go to Staples.
Yeah, you can go to Staples. And then I can also, if I don't have ink at the time, I can get ink at Staples for the printer.
Alright, I got it on our list. And we are going to JCPenney, aren't we? And
JCPenney? You mean the... It's not JCPenney, it's the place where you order for JCPenney, right?
Yeah, KD Hallmark
Right, that.
gift shop. And you know where Healy Boulevard is? Do you know where McDonald's is? You know where Dunkin' Donuts is?
McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts, like right down there by the traffic circle?
No, down in Hudson,
Oh, in Hudson?
the Greenport.
Greenport. Yeah, I know where that is.
Well, let's take, there's a computer place there. Let's take the computer there and see if they give you a free estimate.
Even if they give you an estimate, there's no point in paying the price.
Oh, how do you know?
Well, let's say you have to pay $100, $150 to fix the laptop, that Acer. Why would you pay $150 for that?
Well, you said one time you could use another computer.
Well, no, it wouldn't be the Acer.
Oh, okay. Then you can't use it.
No, that wouldn't. No, that's not for me.
For sure you can't use it.
Oh, yeah.
Put a rubber band on that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. We were going through our list. Now, Devin, do you see that note there, Skype? Skype.
Yes.
Andrew says, will you set up Skype, the webcam, so I can talk to him and have his picture and my picture? He says, go to Skype.
Yeah, I can do that. Is he free right now to use it?
I don't know. He's got me. I don't know if that's what he didn't say that.
Well, he has to be at his computer to Skype with you.
Okay, but he was asking you to set it up so I could Skype with him?